Hi, welcome to the SoCal Yearbook Gal Education Series designed to encourage, support, and make your life easier. This week we're talking about the one rule for optimal classroom management. So I've been in classrooms where the dynamic isn't quite where it needs to be. In fact, I've had my own classrooms where the dynamic isn't where it is supposed to be right at the beginning of the year, and you can still fix it. So the one rule that I used to have a ton of different rules, and I'd say, make sure that you don't do this, you don't do this, you don't do that. And I'm just hammering them with all these don'ts. Rather than doing that, you can keep them positive. But what I did is I just narrowed it all down to one rule. And everything goes under this umbrella. And the one rule is respect. And it starts from the core, and it actually can help them with their inner thoughts, how they treat themselves, how they treat their peers. But that umbrella rule is respect, and everything falls under that. So it starts off with the core. They need to respect themselves. In my classroom, I used to treat it exactly the same way as if they were disrespectful to a peer. If you're disrespectful to yourself and you put yourself down and you say, I'm not good at making designs, I'm not good at photography, then they're picking on themselves, and that's not fair to them. And oftentimes kids are their own worst enemy, and they're so cruel to themselves. And so I think it's really important for them to start with that core of respect, where they're respecting themselves. And then you go out just a little bit, and they need to respect their peers. And respecting their peers means that they're also personally meeting their own deadlines, because if you're a photographer and you're not showing up to your shoots, if you're a designer and you're not meeting your deadlines, if you're a copywriter and you're not doing what you need to do, you're hurting other people. You're not respecting other people. And so they're respecting themselves, they're respecting their peers, they're respecting the teacher. And that means that they do what they're asked to do. That means that they're polite and respectful. And if you ask them to do something, they do it. And then respecting the classroom, cleaning up after themselves. Some of you guys have refrigerators in your classroom. They need to keep them clean. They need to keep the floor clean. They need to be respectful within that classroom and treat each other well. And then respecting the school. In a yearbook classroom, they really are representatives for the entire school. So that's in the classroom, it's in the school, and it's also at games, and it's at special events. They need to be really respectful because they are representing that school. And so that's the next level up. And then respecting the city, respecting the earth. And that's just basically making sure that they are good global citizens. So the quick tip is just keep it simple. Keep it just to that one rule of respect. And then that way, if somebody's doing something that they're not supposed to be doing, you just say, hey, are you being respectful right now? I see that you left your, you left all of your materials on your desk and you walked out the door. Is that being respectful to our classroom? I see that you are raising your voice. You're an editor-in-chief and you're not treating your designer well. Are you being respectful? And then they will know themselves if they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. So, anyway, there you go. Keep it simple. That's a quick tip for this week. Keep it simple. Keep it to one rule. It's just respect. Thanks, you guys. Take care.